Hello everybody, it's Suffolkblue all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you are well. Welcome back to our Minecraft Attack of the B Team Let's Play series. Now, what can I say? If you remembered, if you have watched even, last episode, you would know that I suffered a bit of a disaster. One of my harvesters destroyed my entire forest, and I had to put it back together again. And if you can just look over there, you'll see that I've been doing some work. I have done some work with carpenter's blocks, and I have made an enormous number of very fake trees. So many trees have been made here. Just to give you a little explanation of what else I've done. So this part here, and all the way around here, all of this part here, all of this part here, is all fake. Okay, what I have done though is I've replanted this end part, because that is never going to get touched to any leaves at this end of the field, so that doesn't need to be fake, that could be real, hence the reason why that looks a little bit more natural, I suppose, than the ones that I've made. And also over here, once we're far enough away, so once we start getting to this sort of realm out here, no, that's to us, where are we? There we go. So this is the start of the new tree. Alright, that's miles away from here as well, and also would not end up being taken. Oh, apple, I'll take that. Apple, I'll take that. This is working now, okay, so I have managed to get the pipes to work. It was my stupid fault, because what I didn't do is I screwed up the sawmill and didn't have an access part, and oh, what a mess. But what we are doing is we are making a ton of wood. We're getting a ton of wood, we're getting a ton of apples, which is fantastic for the cannery. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet, but we are getting lots and lots and lots and lots of apples. I used up nearly all of the leaves that we sheared. I sheared lots on this, around the edges, but I think this gets us back to where we started from. We have that sort of natural look and feel, which I quite like. So let's just go and put in some charcoal on the go, because obviously our steam engine our power is being constantly drained now by that part of the farm. So let's just go and see. I have already started some charcoal off in here, so it's fine. We're just going to keep stocking it up for now. We will have an automated, whoops, we did have an automated, did I take that? I don't think I did. Oh, I did. We will have, sorry, an automated charcoal maker factory that makes charcoal and pumps it straight into the turbines. That's coming, don't worry. Oh, that's coal. We'll leave that. So as you can see, we've got so much charcoal. It's just, you know, we can run this, and because I'm here, when we're doing this, what we'll do is we'll just turn that off, put in some charcoal. 64 will be enough. Off it goes. That's going to just keep running for the length of this episode. Yeah, it took an age. It was such a huge amount of work to do. It was just, oh my word, that I almost, you know, when your heart sinks and you think to yourself, I don't know whether I'm going to have the will to be able to put all of those trees back. Well, we did, and I think it looks really good. We've got more work to do. We haven't finished this by any means yet. As you can hear, that's chopping away nicely. We have got to get this sawmill sorted out. I am going to do some more. You can see where the output's going to come out into the hopper. You can see that I've created a chest structure here. We've got a place for sawdust coming out. So much going on. So that's excellent. But the other product, and what we're going to work on today, the other product that we get from all of this is I've got charcoal in here as well, is the sludge farm, because we have, every single time this destroys something, it's creating sludge, and we can do useful stuff with that sludge. We could send it to a reactive dynamo and have a power source, but we could also send it to a sludge boiler, and that's what this structure is going to be here. So I've put in the foundations already. This is just concrete all around the edges, which is just gravel that's been cooked. That's it. Then we've got our factory blocks on top to give it an industrial feel, and then these pipes which we pulled through, and if you remember, those come through at the back. These orange pipes that you can see there and there at the back of the harvesters are all pumping through and coming through to here, up here, and I pulled through the power from the steam engine over there. So that's all simple stuff. I suppose the only thing to touch upon are the hardened portable tanks. These are just ordinary portable tanks, which is 1 copper ingot, 4 glass ingots, and then that output of that portable tank is then re-engineered again with 4 Invar ingots to make a hardened portable tank, and that doubles the capacity. So whereas normal portable tanks have 8,000 mini buckets, these have 16,000. So we have got storage for days for this sludge over here, because there is going to be quite a lot of it. We're then going to have 2 boilers. We're going to turn this into a really industrial looking and feeling building. I don't want any more tanks, but I do want the main tank to stand very proud, because I want it to rise up, and then I'm going to have it coming out of the roof, sealed up, so it really is a big feature. So if you can imagine, this end of the building is going to be quite tall as a tower. This end of the building I'm going to have shorter, probably only 3 or 4 blocks high, and it's going to be, or 5 blocks maybe at max, and that will be our storage area for dirt and the soul sand and the clay and the gravel and everything else that you get from the sludge boiler. Alright, I want to keep the look and feel of the building similar to our dirt house, so we will be using cobble for this, and we'll just, you know, literally go around with that. I'm not going to do the walls first. Actually, I'm going to do the tank, because the reason being, I think I'm going to need to put pneumatic servos in there, aren't I? Have I got any? Or am I going to have to make some? I don't think we put pneumatic servos in here. No, and we are going to need them so that they will pump out all of our sludge into our boilers. I think I've got some over here. I lie. Do you know what? If you'd ever asked me to put lots of money on that, I would have lost lots of money, because I could have bet that I had pneumatic servos over here. Let's check over here. Anything in here? No. Anything in here? No. What about you? You're empty. You're empty. Nope. I can hear skeletons though. I don't know where from. Well, I go to the foot of my stairs. I honestly would have thought that we would have had... I'm sure I had 20. I thought I made 20 of them. I can't believe I used them all. I didn't! Ha ha ha! There we go. Always the last place you look. Yeah, let's go and put these in. Oops, let's go and put these in here. Ooh, I don't know where that skeleton was coming from. It did sound very loud though. Right, so we're going to put 4 servos in the bottom of here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now at the moment, I think they're set for outputs, and I don't think I can change them to... I don't know whether I'm supposed to be changing that to outputs or not. No, those are inputs. Blue is input, orange is output, so that should be right. We've just put all the servos in, so the next thing we're going to do is to do this with them, so that they're all showing as outputs. Because again, once the sludge goes in here, we're going to cover all this up with micro blocks. You really aren't going to see any of these, and that's going to be problematic if we want to try and fiddle with them. I think these are all on. Yeah, so these should be all empty. All the sludge and all of these would ultimately empty into this single pipe here. I probably don't really need this pipe here, because these are all going to feed out that way, so I could probably save a pipe here and do that. I don't think that really matters, but I've just saved a pipe. So let's have a look at how we're going to put all this together. I'm going to use factory blocks, but obviously we want this to have a very metallic look and feel. This is a big old hunk of metal that we're going to have here, this tank. Let's start up in the air actually. Bong bong. Sounds awesome, doesn't it? Now I could do wedges. Ooh, that would be good. On the corners, do you know what I mean? So that it sort of goes up in that shape. I think that's what we're going to do. Because I would quite like this to be flat. So... just building this round. Just thinking as we're going. This is how you should build, I think, sometimes. I haven't planned this. Normally with most of my builds, I build them all first in creative, and then I know what look I'm going to achieve and how best to look at some of these things. But this one actually I haven't, so we're gonna get some mobs, and I don't really want that this time because we had all of that last time. I'm morphed quickly. I love this whole sleeping bag jobby is just awesome. Marvellous. Thank you very much. Hopefully nothing spawned. So at the moment it looks rather bare there, doesn't it? But we can work with that. Let's go and get our micro blocks, because what we're going to need to make a ton more of these things. But can I put them? I can. So if these go in here like that. Oh man. So like that. And like that. And then what we would do so actually this tank is going to be round. Not round, but you know what I mean. That sort of curved shape round and then pop out the top. So I'm going to go away and I'll finish off the walls of the tank. I'll go and make some more of these carpenter's wedge slopes, and I shall be right back. And welcome back, and as you can see we've got sludge pumping into our tank here. I was originally going to hide off some of these pipes, but looking at them, and they do fit with that tank, so I don't really think I need to actually cover them up, because if you remember on the steam turbine on the water pipes I covered them up with this sort of iron casting on the outside, but actually for this I don't think I need to. I think they look pretty, you know, as I would expect them to look, so we're going to keep them. The next thing you do need to do though is do something with this bottom point. So that's going to be a black, that's going to be a full block, that's going to be a full block, and so is that one. This concrete is awful to run on. It's not a full block, you lie. Because it just pushes you out in the wrong direction entirely. So you're a full block, you're a full block, and you're a full block. Oh, whoops. See, straight away this whole concrete just makes you run at a ridiculous speed. Okay, there we go. And then we can go blop. Did I go? No. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Although, thinking about this in a different way entirely, I wonder if I could do it so that the bottom looked like the top. Do you know where it sort of tapers in? As opposed to just sits there? Although I don't know, I quite like that. I quite like that. We'll leave that as it is. Awesome. We've got some of these square pipe things, so we're just gonna... I'm gonna be careful though, because obviously we've got our other pipe that's supposed to be coming up the middle here, which is probably the wrong place to put that. So let's deal with that straight off the bat, because that power can't come out of the same place as that fluid, otherwise the two aren't going to go together well. It's just going to be a messy. So let's just take that out. How much power have I got on me? Just one cable, so I'll have to go and get some more, I think. I'll make some more, but I think that can come across. Can that go across that pipe? I don't think it can. Ooh, got a problem. That's going to be a problem. So, let's think about this. We have to do this another way. So we dig you out, and you out. Where's me pipes? This is where I wish I was a gas fitter. Because then that wouldn't be half as difficult to work out what I was going to do. There we go. And then bop. So that pipe is still connected. All that lovely good stuff, sludge, is still going through the pipes. It just means that I can go left and right. Have I got any more power cables, or was that it? Oh no, I got loads. Awesome. Night's coming in again. Don't want to get caught out. So that can go across there, and then these can probably come up here and here, with the flooring going back in the middle, which is where, of course, our sludge output pipe is going to come out the bottom there. So in at the top by 4, out the bottom by 1. That's the tank, really. The next thing to do is to have a quick kip. Oh, zombies are already out and about. I'm hungry as well. Whoops, I don't know why I always push that button. That's the one I want. Let's have a quick kip. I learnt my lesson with the whole not sleeping and trying to work through the night ordeal. With the whole lumberyard was just a complete fiasco. I had, as you saw, I had spiders and skeletons and stuff coming at me and couldn't concentrate, and then I panicked because as people know, I'm not very good with mobs. Right, is there anything that's going to blow up in my face before we get down there? No. Good. So, I'm going to leave the top like that, I think. The next thing let's do, let's build up these side parts. As I said, I'm going to use cobble, which is the same material as the building next door, because I think that will blend in quite nicely. And I am going to use this side trimming again, I think, because again that just fits it all in nicely. Just going to build this round. So, I don't suppose you need to watch me do this. So I'm going to go away now and just quickly build up the walls. All the way around. Oops. And then we've got to decide how tall our building is going to be before the roof on this bit stops. I think it's probably going to stop at this part here, so I think about this high. So I'm going to build the walls up to around that high around this area, and I shall be right back. Okay, so welcome back. We have tested this, we've had a look in there, and there's definitely sludge building up in there nicely, coming away. We've got our outpipe here, our 2 main pipes, and as you can see we've begun and finished just building around it. And I'll show you the outside because it gives you an idea of the shape and the scale and what it's supposed to look like. There we go. So the top, I did do a bevel edge around the edge and the end, so it did look like a tank. I kept this the pipes uncovered. I'm not going to cover them up because I think they look really industrial. I love this little extra detail here. These are just micro blocks, and they're just creating a little bit more, a little something around the bottom there, and I think that looks awesome. We've done some more brickwork. Whoops. Off the ground. Done some more brickwork with some micro blocks. Really simple. These are just stone chips, and just do a pattern with them around the edge. Again, similar to this one over here, to mimic this one. Although this time they'll put the bevel on the top rather than the bottom, and I quite like that. It just again creates texture on the side of a building. No windows in this tower. There just wouldn't be. I had thought about putting something that looked like some vents down here, but then I thought it would look too much like a church tower, and I don't want it to look like that at all. Then we come to a newish area. So we're doing this is the store area, if you like, the factory bit of the tank. And I thought, well, we'll go back, we'll mimic again this dark wood over here, but I've used carpenter stairs this time. I don't know why. I suppose why not? And done some tracery work around the edges again, put the windows in to see what that would feel like. And I love the feel of this sort of alleyway, because it feels like an old Victorian alleyway, and it needs to have some lamps, you know, hanging up here, because it just feels really atmospheric. I love it. I think it's great. Normal windows, as we would normally do, which is our fancy windows, whatever they're called, modern iron fence. There we go. And again, just some stone micro-blocking around the edges to make those windows pop out of the side a bit better, to mimic the windows on that side. But it does just look good. And oh, and this bit here, these are just pillars. I haven't done the other side yet, so I'll do them for you, and you can see me do those. But again, we're just adding, making it look different. That's all we're doing. We're making it look different. Not sure whether I'm going to keep. I wonder what that would look like without those. See, this is where we start to play around, and we say, okay, well, let's put in that one and that one and that one. What does that look like without that extra bit? And I do quite like that trellis work. So let's do that. Let's not have this silly wooden bit. Let's have this as a guttering almost. And this is how micro block should work for me. I love it. It's just so I don't know, it's just random. It's just the ability to create stuff that's in your mind and then change it as you go is just awesome. And Corrales is the inspiration behind nearly all of my micro-blocking, because the bloke's incredible as well. But he says the same thing. It's all about getting inspiration. Look at that. That does look better. It does look better. And it also really fits in with the side of that building, because that wood was a bit extra. I wonder if I built this around as an end to the window, does that look as an end? Rubbish. Is the answer to my question. I don't think that looks very good at all. So we whip that off. Better. Better. So, the inside, just to give you a feel... Why am I not picking these up? Must be some lag. So I do like that side part. We're going to keep that. For some reasons, I'm not allowed to pick up these items. A lot of server lag. Might have to do a quick reset. So actually, we're not doing this down here anymore. Well, I'm picking up these ones. That's all very odd. A little bit of lag going on here. Now, does that go above that? Yes, it does. So, this one's a bit more tricky because you have to fit it in with the trees. We go 2 along to start with. Oops. Like that. Underneath. And then all we need to do is go underneath again, once more. Say, it could not be simpler. And then we have our guttering, which is what I'm calling that, guttering, on the side. I could, if I wanted to bring this down and make a pipe looking like it's coming down into the ground. I don't know why I can't pick those up. Very strange. They're not at the top there. Oh well. We do have some of these though, and I think we can make these smaller, so that they're not quite in my face. Let's drop those. We don't need those for now. We've got so much stuff on us again. And then we can use these, I think, just to bring this top part to a close. Did I double that one? I did double that one. Do I like that? I'm not so sure whether I do. Let's just put in this to start with, because I have to have like something to end the ends of my... As you see, I do an end of my ends over here, which is these are half stairs, whereas over here we're sort of using... I suppose we should do half stairs, otherwise it's going to look really odd. Yeah, that's better. So simple. Awesome. So that would be the end of the building, which I think looks pretty cool. I wonder if I can do some micro-blocking here, just to mimic that end. Yeah, so it just again fills it in and makes it appear a little more normal. Can probably bead. Have we got any half? We haven't got any notches. We need some notches. Can we do it this way around? And then I think these are probably going to be too small. Yeah, double click them, that'd be fine. Doubly, that's fine. Out on that leaf there, get out of the way. Awesome. Just pull that together by one. I wish I could pick them up. That's very annoying that I can't. Good! So that's the micro-blocking of that part of that done. Let's just do this windowed side, and I think we'll call it an episode for today. And when we come back next time, we will be looking at doing the inside. So we'll be looking at actually putting the sludge boilers in. Oh, did I do that wrong? Yes, I did. Hold on, come here. Thank you. And then... Bum bum. Bum. Oh, I did it again. Although I do like that sort of window shape, but I'm pretty sure I don't know what that will look like with the glass in, so we'll just not put that in for a second. We'll have a look in a second, just once we've done these. Awesome. Besides, we don't have enough. 3, 4, 5. Do we have any more? We can get some pretty quick. Love microblocks. Just so... Oh, game changer. What a game changer. There we go. Now, these windows, obviously, we'll look at where they are, and we are still probably going to build over some of them, as I always do, with some chests and stuff, but I don't mind, as long as it's got some windows in it, otherwise it's just going to look odd. I don't want to look odd. So, awesome. So the building now is watertight apart from a door, obviously. Oh, now we've picked it up. Oh, that's crazy. Haven't put any microblocks inside again. Oh, we got the one at the window top. Did I do that microblocking? Yes, I did. So that's our sludge building. I quite like that. It's pretty... I mean, I could put some chimneys on here, actually, and I might very well do that when we get into putting the boilers in, because we'll have 2 boilers in here. I think that looks pretty damn sexy. As much as a sludge boiling tank can look sexy. I don't know what picture to take best for the... I suppose it's one of these sort of pictures, isn't it? Lots of green on that side, which will be fine for the... Let's take a picky. Let's get rid of that. And one of those. Awesome. A little bit closer in. One of that and one of that. Awesome. Well, thanks very much, guys, for hanging around and seeing what we're doing with the sludge boiler. I think it looks pretty epic. I think it looks like it fits. Obviously, we know it's going to work. We've got sludge already coming in there, coming from our farm. Wow. That is epic trees. Are you working? Are you full? That's the problem. Look! That's why that's happened. Oh, maybe not. Do you have power? Ooh. Have we run out of power? That's what happens if you run out of power, people. Bump! Oh, that's empty. Oh, there. Hold on. Have I run us down to 0 power? I have. Right, let's get some energy going here. Turn on the powers. Let's start powering stuff up. Good gracious. Can't wait to get there. Can't wait to get all the stuff in. Look at that, though. This is going to be an epic tree cut. Now, you can see where and how this would happen. If this touches any other real tree, we would be in so much trouble. But these are just not touching anything. There are no real trees all the way until over here, which is miles away. Hopefully that... Oh, God, please don't... Well, it can't chop down... Certainly can't chop down anything around it, because those aren't real. But look at that. Is that getting power coming through yet? Not yet. Let's just take that power off and put it back on just in case the servers had a moment. Okay. Well, I'm sure the power will come through there soon. Anyway, thanks guys very much for watching. We'll have another episode coming up some point midweek where we'll look at the inside gubbins to all of this. Get some lights in there and make it look pretty. But that's it. That's our sludge boiler. Thanks very much for watching. Please watch, like, share, all that great stuff. We've got 23 subscribers now. Hello, incidentally, to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for coming along and joining with us on this Let's Play series. I know there's lots of Minecraft Let's Play series out there, and I just love having you guys along for the building ride. I will see you all, as I say, on Wednesday for another episode, or maybe Saturday, depending on when this episode comes out. I got ahead of myself because I had to make loads of... One episode I had to split into 2 because we had so many. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. See you later.